Hey, and thanks for tuning into German Chocolate Life of a Mixed Girl, episode From Layoff to Take Off. Why? Well, if you've been following me on Instagram, you've probably been wondering, what's up with this Vibe Check and this modeling thing or whatever is happening. See some pictures and shirts and photographer. And are you singing again? I've seen a cover song. And you might just be wondering what's happening. So I want to shed some light. I feel like I do these every 3-4 month wrap-ups of my life here in the podcast. So let's dive in, see what's been happening in this life of a mixed girl. Yes, I'm Jessica Vivian, and yeah. So the last episodes, I had guests on there, and before I had my guests on the last couple of episodes, I had an episode where I was talking about, am I a failure? What's life about? And realizing, not everybody's path is the same. It's kind of a roller coaster ride, and that I'm an adventurer, which my Spotify rap playlist, pretty good. I figured it out. Yes, enough about Spotify Wrapped. You're probably really bored and sick and tired of hearing that. So I got laid off in August, if you did not know, in mid-August. And I've been kind of feeling it coming, and it was kind of gloomy. And I was really worried, what's going to happen now? End of the year, holidays are approaching. And I knew what I wanted to be was a voice actress. I mean, I've been training, practicing, networking, getting jobs all year, and I was excited, but obviously that's not how it works, that once you don't have a job anymore, you can just support yourself with voice acting. If you wanted to know, in October, I did make some money. It was nice with voice acting, and I also had a gig at a friend's company where I did a wellness workshop, team activities. I really like doing team activities. At my last company, I did a few team activities at Well around personal brand statement, and this one was around TCM, which, if you didn't know, I went to school for traditional Chinese medicine many eons ago, and it is still a passion of mine, holistic medicine and traditional Chinese medicine. So every time I hear somebody has something, I'm like, ooh, let's talk about it. I really get into the nerdiness of it. So yes, not only psychology, also traditional Chinese medicine. I love it. But in November, since we're now in December, I have not made a dime. And that's how it goes in the entertainment industry. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. Well, not really lose, just not make anything. So that's why people need day jobs. And that's where Vibe Check comes into play, right? The 4 weeks into thinking about, all right, what kind of job can I have that's flexible enough to maintain the level of, auditioning, going out, taking classes, taking care of the household. I needed the flexibility because I knew whatever job I was going to have was just there to pay the bills, to pave my path to the red carpet, right? Talked about that. Might have been August, might have been the episode in June. That's what I'm preparing. And if you are watching and not listening, look, no, my teeth. I've been wearing Invisalign since June. I had my 20-week retainer in, and 20 weeks worth, and I now just have the 20-week retainer as I'm waiting for the final one for this little final thing over here. But they're so straight and nice, and it's awesome. So that was one of the steps for my red carpet look, right? And working out, which I do 3 days a week. But I just did a Japanese hair treatment. So yesterday I was not able to go to the gym because you cannot sweat or get your hair wet for at least 48 hours after you do a hair treatment. So yes, can wash my hair after this. I am so excited. So if I'm rambling, it's because I have so much to talk about and that I want to share. So 4 weeks in, I'm like, no, I'm not feeling it. I really don't want to go back to a corporate job or a startup where I put a lot of energy and effort in to the job and can't bring that creative energy and time in to building my own brand, which I've been building on the side all this time. So I really focus on making sure, okay, what is my brand? So since I care a lot about personalities and I like connection and networking, and the last 10 years, my professional experience has been in marketing, corporate marketing, merchandise, leading a merchandise shop for winter sport and that company in general. And working at a startup, you do a whole bunch of things, but that's where I learned a lot of usability testing, UI, UX, and just, a lot. I can't even wrap everything around. So the last 10 years of experience I've had working in corporate and startup all came together of me realizing, all right, what's on brand? And that was Vibe Check Apparel. I really wanted to make apparel where people can wear what's on their heart on their chest. And maybe it'll evolve into something more like the logo. I absolutely love the Vibe Check logo. Maybe just create some more products around that if you're also not the person that likes to wear a statement piece in terms of verbal stuff. So working on that. So if you haven't checked it out, shop vibecheckapparel.com. Yeah, it has the German mood, which you just gotta check it out. If you're German, you're really gonna enjoy this, I think. And if you're not, it will be really good pastime because you can look at it and be like, what is that? And then Google it, maybe find a good YouTube video about it, about some of these things. Then the period mood, which is for the ladies that still have their period, because you get hormonal, things happen, we get cravings and feel certain ways, and they could be a good warning sign about our moods, which also some of them might translate into good pregnancy shirts too. And then there's the Zodiac line. It's very plain, and it's going to expand into different kinds of moods of the Zodiac sign. So this first one is going to be one per sign, and it's kind of a general vibe. And then there's the Vibe Check Classic Collection. So enough about that, but that's what I've been working on a lot while still making sure I'm moving forward in my voice acting career. So I've taken a business class for voice actors. Best thing ever. Closing credits. Lala Pedis was our instructor. I learned so much. Even though I knew a lot about personal brand and personal brand statements, I still couldn't wrap around what made me special, besides, that I'm German and American, I can bring the languages in. So creating pitches and networking and working together with other people, especially in a virtual environment, was so cool. So I ended up sending out some more emails to agencies, and especially one here in the area. I wasn't sure if they actually had a voice over department. Not a lot of them do. It's like modeling and print and TV and film and commercial on camera. But I was like, hey, whatever. So I tried it out on week 4 of the class, and I actually got an email back pretty quick from an agent saying, German, huh? We actually have a client that's occasionally looking for German actors. Are you comfortable with on camera? I was like, oh, plot twist. Yeah, I've done a self-tape commercial before that was, half acting, half voice acting. And yes, why not? And I submitted a self-tape, and my agent checked it out. Give it away. The agent checked it out and said, congrats, welcome to Level Talent Group in the Southeast division here in America. So I joined the commercial division of Level Talent with my wonderful agent, Brittany, and was like, whoa, moving on camera. All right. Yeah, commercials are cool anyways. I love this. And did a whole bunch of self-tapes, and then it kind of slowed down, which I've learned on a lot of Instagram posts that right now a lot of actors are like, where are all the auditions? It's not so much coming in. And it led into another thing that when I had a 15-minute consultation with Law, the instructor of the business course, because we all got a free consultation after the course, I kind of told her about it. I was like, hey, thanks so much. I ended up landing this on-camera representation gig. I worked some things out so I can, still voice act and everything. And she was like, you know what? I got a sense on camera. Why don't you join us for a boot camp and showcase? Can you come to LA? And if you know me, my second name is spontaneous. So I was like, yeah, I think so. And then mine is like, do I have enough flight credit left on my credit card? I should have had enough saved up for at least like one round trip for one person. And I was like, cool. So I got all my stuff together. I auditioned for it, sent all my things, and they did the review. And a day or two later, I found out I was chosen. I got the spot, and I am heading to LA on December 7th for a December 8th to 10th acting boot camp with Showcase. So with casting directors, talent agents, and managers to get some exposure, networking, and learning, especially since this on-camera thing is kind of new, but don't tell anybody. So it's a theater acting under my belt, but it's different than on-camera acting. And I'll give a nice blue screen. For my self-tapes, I actually had a different one, but it was kind of like wrinkly because it was almost like a curtain. So I got this nice one that's kind of like those pop-up tents. And yeah, so the last few weeks have been insane. So I think 4 or 5 weeks ago is when I signed with my agency. And 2 weeks ago, I auditioned for the Showcase. And then almost 2 weeks ago, I found out I'm going. Ever since then, I've had a lot of coaching and practice. And I've been self-taping myself and getting scripts ready, getting my resumes updated, my website updated, getting new business cards. And actually, after this, I'm heading out for a new headshot because I have a theatrical headshot, but I do not have a commercial headshot, which has been on my list anyways, but had to take a back seat because I used my photographer and the budget I had for the Vibe Check Apparel photo shoot that we did in October. I think end of October, beginning of November. I think first week of November, maybe. And I scraped some money together, worked with him. He's just so awesome. Always working with me, trying to figure out how we can make it work also on the budget, how much time, how many shots. So getting my commercial shot, today, so I can get that into a 1 hour printing at Walgreens or somewhere on an 8x10 so I can put it on my commercial resume. I will send lots of updates on Instagram about that. So my days have been exciting but scary and such a new path. And it really made me think about the power of timing and believe, knowing where I wanted to go. I've been talking about getting red carpet ready, and in my mind, the timeline I've given myself where I wanted to arrive. And it comes with a lot of hard work and setting goals and making sure I'm ready, connecting with the right people. And the way all of this happened, I'm like, universe, you're on my side. Always got my back. I appreciate it. But talking about branding, right? You got to get the mindset. So as an actor, so voice acting already, everybody's like, it's oversaturated. Oh my gosh. And to get an agent takes 3 to 5 years because you need to first grind and struggle because 97% of the people drop out in their first year. Yay, I'm in my second year. I haven't dropped out. Had a lot of cool opportunities. But I'm trying to see it almost like a store, right? Let's say Target. And then there's like a bunch of jobs or career fields. Those are the aisles. And then you walk down the aisle. I'd like to think like the candy aisle for actors because it's fun and so many different colors and flavors and everybody likes something different. Let's say the candy aisle. You go down the candy aisle and are you a person that grabs like the first available? Is that the slot that maybe the company paid for that they can sit, their product can sit there? Is it the flashy package? Like, what is it? So if I was a product in an aisle of thousands of actors, why would somebody want to pick me? Like, if you know me, I'm a very polite person. I'm very organized. I'm hardworking and I'm reliable. And I've been told to have an infectious, positive attitude. So why would you not want that? But can I pay for the packaging so that you can see it pop in your face that you want to pick me? Do I have the budget for it? Or people have PR people. They already have an agent. And I'm here trying to make these connections. I got to scream loud from the end of the aisle. I am over here trying to get exposure. So this is what the Showcase is about for me. First of all, coming back out, going in a room full of people, because that's where I shine. I don't shine from like just somewhere where nobody can see me. I do like being around people. So yes, my product is moving and getting closer together to other products that might be brand name products. And then you might see me be like, oh, if this one's sitting next to that one, that could be a good product. So sometimes it helps to have a little bit of a visual, and I see myself moving in the right direction. And thank you for your support, listening to this podcast, following me on Instagram, liking my stuff, and connecting. It means a lot in this crazy roller coaster ride, on this crazy roller coaster ride. And this is definitely the investment phase. Like I already said, September I was still covered with pay and voice acting. Then October was only voice acting, and the workshop last month I made no money, but I've been spending a lot of money on Vibe Check Apparel, a lot of money on my brand as a voice actor, getting the headshots, my dues, my annual dues for pay to plays, my website, my email address, domain, everything that comes up. So I do not want to look at my bank account and credit card right now. But I have faith. Even Law was like, I sent an email. It's like I was freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, okay, I need a roommate in LA, and okay, I got the flight covered because this is still expensive, And she's like, see it from a abundance mindset point of view. You're investing. And I know that, but I did need to hear that. So sometimes it is nice when people say the things to you that you believe in, and sometimes you just have to hear them often enough. And I'm here, and I'm excited to continue to share where I'm going, what's happening. 2023 will be unlike anything I've ever experienced 100%, because I do not have a day job. And if I will have to get something to support me in a few months on my saving runs dry, then we will see what it will be. But right now, while I'm here and I have the time and the energy, I am all in. I'm here, and yes, let's go this journey together. If you're also an actor, actress, voice actor, voice actress, talent, or anything else creative, or you've been thinking about it and thought, I'm too old to do this. Nah, I'm 36 and my life is going, woo, look at this. If you've learned anything from me, is if you put your mind to it and then find the right time and area where to go and have a little faith in the universe, you will get there. And actually, one last thing I want to say is I've reflected on my past. I've had a lot of career fields: the military, the police. I started off as a flight attendant for a private airline, the traditional Chinese medicine, psychology, marketing, startup, tech company. And I'm probably forgetting a ton of things. Oh, med tech. I mean, there's a ton of things out there. These are all things I stumbled into, and I've taken chances. There were opportunities out there. And I'm like, you know what? Yes. And I've realized once I became a parent, I couldn't be that risky anymore. So yes, probably the past 10 something years, I've been a little more careful, but I'm willing to take more risks now. And I know they're gonna pay off. But the difference is I really know what I want. I'm not just stumbling into the next best opportunity and making the best out of it. Last year when I did my soul searching and realized, okay, voice acting, because I thought, from behind the camera, it's nice. I can do it from anywhere. That's a path I want to go. And I set myself goals, and I did my vision board. I do a roadmap for the year, set my 3 words. Thank you, Nydia, for teaching me this. I don't really like doing a New Year's resolutions. I like to have up to 3 words that guide me through the year. And then I set quarterly goals. And I do now also track my day by the half hour to see, what I'm focusing on, where I might have to get more efficient and things. And this time I know what I want. I want to get on the red carpet. I want to be in this industry. I want my son to see that this is possible, to have a dream and live it. And everybody that's in my inner circle to enjoy fruits of my labor with me. And this is probably why Ariana Grande ended on top of my Spotify list, because I love Seven Rings. It's a really good song. I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? All right, let's get this day going. Whatever you're doing right now, take this as motivation to start or continue on your passion. And doesn't matter how fast you want to go. I like to be on the fast lane. I'm like, okay, let's get this going. I'm not a very patient person, but some things take time in general. And if you have tons of time and you say, hey, I like my day job, but I do want to get somewhere else eventually, then just do whatever you can. You know, this is your sign from the universe to continue to do what you love and feel encouraged to do it. Let's do it together. Thank you for tuning in to German Chocolate Life of a Good Girl. I don't know about that. Life of a Mixed Girl. In German, we call that a Freudscher Versprecher. Freudian, I'm not sure how you say it in English, but maybe that's because the scene I'm practicing for my showcase is called Bad Person. Yes. Adios. Ciao. Auf Wiedersehen. See you on the next episode, whatever it may bring. Bye.